Hey all, welcome to John's Model Making. Today we're carrying on with the Titanic. We have issue or stage 140, but that is not the end. We do have a supplement, which is quite thick actually. It's thicker than this magazine with all the rigging on, and there's a lot of QR codes in there for tutorials. So you can have a look at some of these slender fingers starting doing the rigging, as well as other little jobs like taking out the tank and filling it up with water. That you should have already done anyway by now anyway. But anyway, let's have a look at issue 140 and then we'll have a look at the supplement a little bit later. Okay, we have stage 140. Coming in issue 141, that's the port side reciprocating engine base parts. There's a little pamphlet for that as well. And the step-by-step instructions, the final photo etch parts, so no stories this month. But there we go. Oh, sorry. There we go. Put some ladders. There we go. Some handrails on the ladders. That's the afro deck. I've replaced my ladders, so obviously I won't be doing step one. And then we have the shrouds, the aft mast, and then we have to drill a hole. Yep, with the pin vise, and then we've got some rings to pop onto the mast. There's quite a few rings on this one, and we pop another one onto the forward mast as well. There we go. I think it's D, and 4 on the aft mast. And then we get on with the railings, shaping them, popping them into place on the cranes as well. There we go. And around the poop deck, that'll look superb when it's done. And then we've got some decals to pop into place. That'll look superb. Do like doing the decals. And then here we have the docking bridge. So we fill that with railings, and we do a couple on the underside as well. There we have, I'll leave these ladders on. I'm going to take them off at first because I have got one that will fit there, but with the handrails on it looks pretty good. So there we have 139C, we have the decals. I can't understand what this one says. Notice there's passengers there, I think, allowed on this deck, but I don't know what the other 4 words say. And this one says notice passengers are not allowed beyond this point. So A and B, there we go, A and B. More decals. There we go. And then we popped some. Oh, they put the cutters on. Now we attach all the live puts to the davits, the 2 cutters, port and starboard, and the 2 dinghies with tarpaulin should be positioned towards the bow on both port and starboard top left. Finally position the bow flagpole and glue in place. But we haven't done the rigging yet. They'll just get in the way of the rigging. So it's entirely up to you what you do anyway. Some people might not even bother doing the rigging, I don't really know. But anyway, without further ado, let's get on with the build. So let's get the parts out. Okay, those are our parts. There we have all the photo etch parts, the last of them. We have the flags, we have the spacers, that's for the aerial, and we have 2 wires here for the flags, and then we have the shrouds. Okay, first thing we need are the handrails for the ladders. There's always one that comes off easier than the other, so we'll take these off. But like I said, I'm not going to be using these. I just thought I'd show you how I get them off in the first place. Use an old cry cut mat, cutting mat, and there we go. Just cut one end off and just twist. Well, not necessarily twist, just keep moving it around. You don't want to twist the handrail. I actually sent my ladders off to a subscriber who lost his. But there we go, those are the handrails, but I won't be using them. What we'll do, we'll move on to step 2 with the shrouds. So we'll get the shrouds off. There we go, much easier with the snips. There we go, that's the shrouds off. Now all we need to do with the shrouds, there's a crease just there. Get some pliers and bend. There we go. Bend them slightly, there we go. Okay, now it's time to put the shrouds in. Now I have found that if you bend these too much, at the bottom, they don't want to go in because it's tight at the edge here. There we go, that's gone in now, no problem. Before it didn't do so much, so I've had to readjust this one. As you can see how I bent it before. Yeah, I'm going to unbend it a little bit because it won't go into place. It's tight up against here, against the hull. There we go. Plus they're not bowing, I don't think. That's better. Looks a lot better like that. Excellent. We need to glue them now. There we go. Those are the two shrouds in place. Just to pop a little bit of super glue on top here and they're fine. Right, we need a 1mm hole down here. There you go. So we need a hole here about 1mm inwards. This is for the flags later on in the build. There we go. There's our little hole. Like I said, that'll be for the wire, which goes from here to the top of the mast with the flags on. Now we need 4 rings off here. We need C, W, A, E, and 1 for the forward mast, D. Okay, so the first ring we need is E, which I put at the top here, makes it easier. Let it slide all the way down to here. Turn it around so we get the eyelet at the front, and then we can glue it into place. Then we have A, which will fit just here, and it will rest just there. Let that slide down until it's got its position. Make sure you get the orientation of it correct. Next we have W, which goes here, hopefully. There we go. Get that positioned just there. You can just see it. We'll glue that in place. Next we need C, which will fit just over here. This goes more or less at the top. There we go. And there's a large eyelet which needs to point forward just here. And the last one we need is D, which goes onto the forward mast. We get this pressed in. There we go. That faces aft. There's an eyelet just here. There we go. That was a tight squeeze, that one. Just pop a little bit of glue onto there and there. The eyelet is just here. Okay, so you should have with these rings D, B, V, A, E on this forward mast. So there's 5 here and there's 4 on the aft mast. Okay, now we need 8902, which 2 of, and 8901, 2 of. Now we need to bend these with K blocks. These are 8902. There's a little crease line just there like that. We'll get that like that. There we go. And then we can pop that into there. And we can do this exact same with this one. There's a crease line just here and one here. So we use K block, bend that over, and the other one will just fall into place like that. And then we can use the other K block to hopefully get the desired shape, which is like that. Those two stay as they are. Okay, 8901 goes here and here, and 8902 goes along here and along here. I'll fit them on the inside onto the actual decking because there's no lip on this anyway. And what I normally do is fit it into the corners and tag the bends. So I do 8901 just here. Get that in place and straighten that up. Glue should only take a second or two. There we go, that's 8901 in place. Okay, let's get 8902 into here. I'll pop some glue onto this. And that will go just there, like that. Just hold that for a second. And you can see the railing is just here, and 8901 is here. And there we have the other side, 8902. That railing has gone in place nicely. Excellent. Now we need 7101, two of these off here. Again, I use a Stanley knife. Okay, we need to shape these. Okay, so we have 7101 and we need to shape these different angles as crease lines in different places. So we'll use this one to get the first angle in place. There we go. That goes there like that. The next one we need to do the opposite way. Get the crease line over that. There we go. Nice. We're getting there now. And the next one is just here. So we get that in place there, like so. And then there is another one just here, which will go the opposite way. There it is. There we go. That is the shape we're looking for. And we'll do the same with that one. Excellent. And we can finish it off with both the D blocks. There we go. That was not quite right, but we can straighten that out. There we go. That's a lot better. And this one we can do this way, get the crease line over there. Excellent. There we go. That's 7101. Now we need 7102, which is this one. There we go. Tear that off. Check the ends, make sure there's no extra on the end, because when you butt it up to the other rails, you might end up with a gap. For 7102, we need G and G. Line that up there. You can see where it's going to bend here. G and G. Get that lined up like that. That's that corner, and we'll do the same again here. There we go. That's the shape you're after. Bend it in. Oh, that's where the bends are going to be. There we go. That's 7102. Okay, let's put the first one into place. Just here, this is 7101. Make sure you get it right into the corners, because I've test fitted it and it does need to be right into the corners. Just hold that for a sec. There we go. Glue there, there, there and there. Now again, we need to make sure we get this right into the corners. Well, there we go. There we go, that's 7101. It does come up short to the bulk, to the edge here, and it's same on the other one. But if you look at the instructions, that's exactly how they have it as well. It did throw me a little bit, that. I thought I'd bent it wrong, but I have followed the crease lines or the fold lines perfectly. Okay, up next we have 7102, which will go in here. Make sure you get the bends right into the corner. And we meet there as well. Excellent. There we go, you can see 7101 and 7102 looking absolutely brilliant. Lovely jubbly. Now we have step 7, and we need 12901 and 12801. These are the railings for the cranes, and we use B blocks. So we'll get the crease lines over there like that, bend that over, and finish it off by putting the 2 blocks together. There we go. There we go. That's 12901 and 12801. Okay, let's get 12901 in place. It goes just there on the crane. That's it, perfect. And now we can put 12801 in place. It goes just there, like so. Excellent. Okay, now we've got 12404. This goes onto the poop deck. Now we need to make a bend on this. There's 12 panels, so if we put that there in the middle like so, and hopefully get this to bend. And we get nothing. I think we're just going to have to pop this onto the actual deck itself because it's not bending at all for me, this. Not unless... No, well, there's a bit of a bend there. Only because I've done it by hand, of course. Let's see if I get this even on either side. We can pop this block in. Let's see if that does anything for us. We got a slight bend there anyway, we'll pop that on. We need these two as well, 12403, and we need 12402, which is that one and that one, and 12401, which is that one. We'll do the cranes in a minute. Okay, let's get this piece on, make sure it's smack in the middle, lining up, using the flagpole as reference, and there's a lip right on the edge, so we can glue that in, and then bend the rest around and glue it in place. Okay, we've got some glue on that now. Get that lined up. There we go. That's right in the middle, right on that lip. Okay, now we've got this tagged on. We need to glue the rest basically. I find a bit of glue, and then we can bend it around. Shape it, keep it on that lip. There we go. There we go. Got that bend. Nice. Just need to do this other side now. So we can dab some glue underneath that railing and then bring it across. Make sure we keep it on that lip. Just hold that for a minute. There we go, that's 12404. Looking cool. There we go, that's 12404 in place. Looking superb. And I did fill in the little gap for the decal as well. Never noticed that before. Okay, up next we need 12403, which will just run on the lip on the outside. Just there, like that. You may want to bend this end just ever so slightly, give it a bit of a curvature, so it makes it a lot easier to fit. Well, that will go there, like so. And we got this end tagged in, just a matter of tagging to the middle here, where it comes out of alignment slightly. Hold that at that end. There we go. Excellent. Okay, doke, I've flipped the ship around so we can make it easier for me anyway. There we go, got it tagged in at this end. Just need to do a little bit more as we go around. I don't put it everywhere, obviously, because we don't need it everywhere. There we go, that's the railings around the poop deck. Excellent. Looking pretty cool. Okay, now we can put 13301 and 13302 in place. So the front of the poop deck there. Get that there. Excellent. And now we have 12401. There we go. There we go. Looking pretty cool. There we go. There is a close-up of the railings. Looking pretty cool. There we go. Not bad at all. I won't be using 12502 on the ladders because I put my own ladders in. Let's move on to step 9. Okay, now let's get the first decal into place. That will go here. Slide that off. There we go. That's the first one. Excellent. Here's the second notice or decal on the rear. Looking brilliant. And the third one will go just here. There we go. Looking cool. There we go. That's more central. Excellent stuff. Okay, now we have the railings for the docking bridge. So we need to remove parts 125/1 times 2, 125/3 times 2. We use D blocks, 138E and 138D on 125/3. Get them into place just like that. These aren't very difficult to do. It's just one corner there. There's a crease line. Pop that over block D there and then press it into the other block. It's easy enough. And then once we've done that, we can pop them onto the bridge itself. And we need 125/05 as well. We need 2 corners made with both D blocks as well for that. Excellent stuff. Okay, we can pop these 2 now onto the docking bridge, just bend that. You can see the shape that it has to be. We can tag in the corner on them both and then run some super glue down the edges. There we go, that's tagged in now. Get that corner in first and then run a bit of super glue onto there. This goes onto the decking, not onto the lip. Once we've done that, we can do the other one. Perfect. Now we have 125/05. Again, we use D blocks and we do both corners on 125/05. It's the 2 last sections of the actual railing. Okay, now we have 125/07. This has got a lifeboat on it there, and 125/06, which has one there. So make sure you get these the right way around. That will go there, like that. So lifeboat at this end, and this one will also have the lifeboat at this end. There we go. There's 125/06 on the right and 125/07. The long piece. I'll do the ladders. There we go. Those are the ladders in place. Looking excellent. The last thing for the docking bridge is 125/04. There's 2 of these. These just go into these grooves just here. Just need to let that set, so it should go. And there is the second one. Right, we'll put that to one side, let that dry off because we need to do the railings for the cranes. So just same as before, we use blocked B and B. Get that there like that, bend that round there like so, and then we can pop that into B, just there. Doesn't want to come out. We'll do the same with this one. Okay, let's get this railing on this crane. Nearly stuck to my finger, but there we go. It's on. And there's the other one in place. Excellent. Next we need decals A and decal B. I put decal A in, that goes onto the docking bridge. Okay, this one is decal A, this goes onto the docking bridge. It will go over somewhere there like that. Get it squared up. There we go. That's decal A on the docking bridge. The first decal B goes here, behind that bow deck crane. Let's see if we can get it in place from here. There we go. That's where it resides. Just about see it. We need one on the back of the other crane. There we go. You can see that. Notice there, that decal, that's decal B. Okay, all there is left to do is to put the docking bridge in place. You can see the holes for all these legs. Get it that way around. There we go. And just press it down into place. There we go, docking bridge is fully in place now. I had to file it down, file the holes with a round file to get it fully down. It wasn't fully going into place, just on these big columns at the ends, and it's fine now. Now step 14 says attach all lifeboats to the davits, the two cutters, port and starboard, and the two dinghies with tarpaulin should be positioned towards the bow on both port and starboard. Finally position the bow flagpole 138H and glue in place as shown. I'm not putting the lifeboats on, simply because we've got to do the rigging as yet. I can show you some in place. There we go, the dinghies are in place. They've got the tarpaulins on. These are just loosely fitted, they're not glued in place yet. So the last thing that we can do is pop in the flagpole. A little bit of glue on there. Pop it into that hole, make sure it's central. And there we go. That is the flagpole in place. Excellent. Well, there she is. There's the poop deck, all completed. Moving all the way along. These shrouds kept flicking out. I had to drill the holes into the deck to get them properly in because they were a little bit too bored. So they kept flicking out. And there we go, right up to the forward section. Working brilliant. We still have more to do, obviously we've still got the rigging to do, we've got the flags to pop in place. But this is stage 140, so it looks like I'll have to do another video. Well, there we go guys, that's stage 140 as per the magazine. But like I just said, there are more bits and bobs to do, the flagpoles, obviously the rigging, the radio array, or aerials as they call it. That's why we got them sliders. They're in white. I thought they'd be black, but anyway, I suppose we could always paint them, but I don't think it'll bother. But everything else on the decks looks absolutely brilliant. Obviously I'll have to remove these lifeboats. I just put them there last night, just to have a quick gander at it. But yeah, it's looking great. The railings, yeah, they're fine. Just get them tagged in place. You don't have to put glue or wheel on the bottom, even though the instructions don't tell you. And obviously the ones on the poop deck on the back end, they sit on the outside. You can see the lip, just like the forecastle of the forward section. So yeah, everything is great. I think that one's moving, that crane. Yeah, it's moving. And the decals look superb as well. Yeah. What else was there? I don't think there is anything else really. Yeah, if you do get too much super glue on anything, right, use a little sanding stick. Once it's dried, use a little sanding stick and just rub it down ever so gently. It's like, you don't wet the sanding stick, and don't use too hard a grade. Let's see, you need a fine grade. I think about 600 should be fine, and you'll see it just flake off, because I've done that. I used, initially I used, was it gel super glue? Yeah, it could be a little bit too much that. So I reverted to liquid super glue, which is great. They both work fantastic, but gel clumps up. So if you don't wipe it off quickly, you miss it, then you end up doing what I've had to do, get a sanding stick out and remove it. I only saw it afterwards, and that was on the railings on the poop deck. But if I do need to do any touching up of paint, I have got the correct white paint for this anyway, so that's fine. But yeah, everything's looking hunky-dory. So there we go, that is stage 140. When I do the next video, I'm not going to show you how to do all of the rigging, because that could take forever and a day. In the supplement, I'll go through the supplement at the start of the next video. There's a lot of QR codes and a lot of tutorials, and you just basically can study them. Once, you know, the instructions there as well tells you what length of nylon thread to use, this, that and the other, and the tutorial will show you how the person with the slender hands on it knots it, ties it up, and there you go. But yeah, that's brilliant. Anyway, there we go. I hope you did enjoy that. If you did, give us a big thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you soon for the next issue. I've still got 141 to do yet. Excellent, there we go. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Stay safe. Bye for now.